Hello and welcome to another episode of Buncombe Weekly, a show right here on BCTV to let you know all about upcoming county-sponsored events. Now, just to let you know, all the information I'm going to give you in today's episode can be found online at our website at buncombecounty.org. Another great resource is subscribing to our online magazine, Buncombe County E-Zine, where you can get up-to-the-minute county information sent to your inbox every week. Well, with all the nice days we've been having lately, including today, I bet you're wondering to yourself, when are the outdoor pools going to open? Well, wonder no more because they're opening on Saturday, May 25th, Memorial Day weekend.
There are 5 outdoor pool locations for your convenience across Buncombe County. They're located in Cane Creek, Irwin, Hominy Valley, North Buncombe, and Owen. For directions or hours of operation, please visit buncombecounty.org/parks. Also, don't forget to sign up for swim lessons. They take place at every pool location, so just call the pool where your child wants to take the lessons to register.
If you're a senior citizen or caregiver and you'd like to know more information about Medicare or what it means for you, the Buncombe County Council on Aging has some great Medicare Choices Made Easy classes coming up that are taking place throughout May at your local libraries.
These classes are free and open to the public with unbiased and accurate information on Medicare. Classes will take place on May 7th at 6 p.m. at the Swannanoa Library, May 14th at 6 p.m. at the Fairview Library, May 21st at 5:30 p.m. at the Weaverville Library, and finally on June 7th at 2 p.m. at the UNCA Reuter Center. Space is limited. To register or for more information, contact the Council on Aging at 828-277-8288.
If you live in Black Mountain or if you just love to visit, they're in the process of updating their growth and development plan and they need your help. All you have to do is take a quick online survey.
To complete the survey, please visit surveymonkey.com/S/BL-MTN-plan. You can also pick up a paper survey at the Black Mountain Town Hall at 160 Midland Avenue. For more information and an easy link to the survey, please visit townofblackmountain.org.
Every Friday, the Buncombe County Landfill holds a household hazardous waste and electronic recycling day. It's a great opportunity for you to throw away everything from old TVs, computers, batteries, chemicals, paints, and more. The best part? It's free.
You don't even have to get out of the car. Just visit the landfill off Panther Branch Road any Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Just know they only accept these materials at the landfill, not the transfer station. However, the Household Hazardous Waste and Electronic Recycling Day is canceled on Friday, May 24th for the Memorial Day holiday, so make sure you adjust your plans if you were thinking of dropping them off then. For more information, please visit buncombecounty.org/solid waste.
If you're looking to add a new four-legged member to your family, look no further than the Asheville Humane Society. They have plenty of adoptable dogs and cats like Boomer here who are in need of a good home. Now, when you adopt from the Asheville Humane Society, not only are you saving a life, but all of the pets have been spayed, neutered, received their shots, and some basic training.
Asheville Humane Society is dedicated to the compassionate treatment of animals through education, sheltering, and adoption. Come visit the Asheville Humane Society Adoption Center located at 14 Forever Friend Lane, just south of the Farmers Market, to visit all the wonderful animals available for adoption, just like this one. Miko is a 5-year-old female tortoiseshell-colored cat. She's a curious lady looking for a home to explore. Lindy is a 2.5-year-old female Boxer Mastiff mix. She's a little shy at first, but loves other dogs. Boomer is a beautiful, big, sweet love bug. He's a Siamese mix about 3 years old. Opal Ann is a gorgeous 3.5-year-old female coonhound. She has a sweet personality and loves to go on long hikes. Mary Elizabeth is a 1-year-old female short-haired cat. She had a difficult start to life and is looking for a family to give her a fresh start. Rain is a bundle of cuteness. She's a female 1-year-old Chihuahua Pomeranian mix and is good with children and loves to play. Charlie is a 6-year-old male gray short-haired cat. He's very friendly and has wonderfully long legs. Bingo is a 1-year-old male bulldog hound mix who likes other dogs, enjoys going on walks, and is a little shy at first but warms up quickly. Landon is a male 6-year-old black and white cat. He's never met a stranger he doesn't like. He loves to snuggle and has an expressive face. Ariel is a real bundle of energy. She's a 2-month-old female Labrador Retriever boxer mix, and she has a high play drive. To reach the Asheville Humane Society Adoption Center, call 828-761-2001, or to view all of our available animals for adoption, go to our website at ashevillehumane.org.
Not only is the Asheville Humane Society a great place to find a new life companion, but they also offer many programs to the public on pet care and social activities. One such event coming up is Pooch Essentials and Feline Fundamental classes.
The next group of classes coming up will take place on Wednesday, May 8th at 6 p.m. for Pooch Essentials and 7 p.m. for Feline Fundamentals. And again on Saturday, May 11th with Pooch Essentials at 9 a.m. and Feline Fundamentals at 10 a.m. These classes provide volunteers who want to interact with dogs, cats, puppies, and kittens at the adoption center and off-site events a great opportunity. So if you're interested in volunteering or if you have any questions, email volunteer@ashevillehumane.org.
Now stay with us because coming up you'll hear about a great program for kids that comes to the Buncombe County Public Library System every summer from Dollywood. We'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay, Max? I'll be back.
How long does it take for your pet to die from heat stroke? The temperature in your car can be 120 degrees in just 10 minutes. What an avoidable, senseless tragedy.
No one whose pet has died thought it would ever happen to them.
Do you really want to take a chance with your pet's life?
A reminder from the Animal Coalition of Buncombe County.
I like bringing my kids to the Weaverville Library because it teaches them a love of reading. They love coming here and looking at books and making friends and checking out movies, and it's an event for us. It's an outing and lots of great fun. They enjoy it.
It's just cool to come here and I can sit and read and check out books that I want to.
I like coming to the Weaverville Library because the books are really cool.
It has a lot of good books.
I get what I need here. I can use the computer. I can find any printed material I want. I can find movies, and the people working here are quite friendly and helpful.
I like coming to the Weaverville Library because I like reading books.
That's good, and I like to come because we homeschool and there's lots of really good books to learn from here.
It's fun and you can look at books. I like coming to the Weaverville Library because everybody here is kind enough to let us check out books that we'd like.
Jill has been here forever, since my oldest granddaughter was in school, at primary school here. She's always been gracious, she's always helpful, and she's a wonderful, wonderful person.
I like coming to the Weaverville Library because I love to read.
We like coming to the Weaverville Library because it's so fun and educational.
I like the librarians, the summer programs, and their selection of DVDs and movies.
All things pass through here. You get local news, you get national news, you get the great classics, and I just found out I'm going to Maine, so I came second step to the Weaverville Library. It's my favorite place.
I like to come to Weaverville Library because there's lots of people that are kind that let us check out movies.
Well, we're here at the Register of Deeds office with the Register of Deeds, Drew Reisinger, to tell us about an upcoming display in February outside the Register of Deeds office. So thanks for joining us, Drew.
Hey, it's great to have you guys here.
Okay, so tell us about this new display.
So our office, the Buncombe County Register of Deeds office, is partnering with the Buncombe County Clerk of Courts office and the Library Director, Ed Sheery. Our goal is to try and commemorate the 150th anniversary of the Emancipation Proclamation. So the way we're doing that is we are bringing real, original documents, and we're bringing them to the people of Buncombe County. We're going to put them on display. So,
and what are these documents?
So 150 years ago, before the Emancipation Proclamation, we traded slaves, we traded human beings into slavery on the steps of the Buncombe County Courthouse. We want to be very real about our history, and we want to take accountability for it. And therefore, we want to not bury this history in Buncombe County's past, where it's always been kind of sitting on the shelves in the Register of Deeds office, and no one really knew much about it. So our goal is to bring to light our past, to accept responsibility for it, and to let it be known to the public. And we also hope that this will allow kids and students to research slavery.
I was going to ask, is there a genealogical aspect to this?
There is. So not only are we going to display the original slave deeds, we are going to, what we have already done is we've compiled a list of everywhere a slave was traded in Buncombe County, and we've put it all online on the internet. We've compiled that history and made it available for everyone to do the research themselves, so genealogists who care about African American genealogy can go through and research the slave trade of Buncombe County.
Oh, great. And obviously this must have been a long process to put all these slave deeds online. Where were they all found? Where were they all kept?
So probably a decade ago, there was a group of students, high school and college students, working with the Center for Diversity Education at UNCA. They compiled all these paper documents, and they researched everywhere that they could find a bill of sale. And a bill of sale, most of the time, was trading human beings. Sometimes they were selling other things, but realistically, the majority of the time, prior to 1862, it was trading human beings into slavery. So they went through and they compiled that record, and we then took it one step further, and we used the technology that we now have in place, since most of our deeds are online, to where we were able to shift through and find all of the original slave records, and now they're all online, so anyone can go to buncombecounty.org/slave deeds to find that information.
Okay. And we're one of the first counties in the state to be doing this. Are we the first?
So there's a handful of counties who have, across the country, who have compiled the information, and you can find it in their office if you live there and you can easily access it. We're one of the first in the country who has compiled all the information of the slaves who have been traded in Buncombe County and put it online for people to view. So we're trying to make it more accessible and more online, so you don't necessarily have to come into the Register of Deeds office. We'd be glad to welcome you into our office and give you a tour of where the records are and what they look like. But they're all online if, say, you don't live in Buncombe County, or say you don't have time to come into the office.
Okay, so what's the benefit of using it online, and why should every county be doing this?
Our goal is to help people who are curious about the genealogy of African Americans. You know, if you are trying to figure out who your parents were and where they came from, it's really hard to find that information, because 150 years ago, everything stops. You can't find that information. So if more counties were to start putting that information online, African American genealogists or those studying African American genealogy can find it if people start working together in other counties and the rest of the country starts getting on board with this idea.
So tell us about the exhibit.
So over the next few months, starting in February, we're going to have a display right here in the lobby of 35 Woodfin Street.
The William H. Stanley Center now.
The William H. Stanley Center. And we are going to make those documents available on display, so students can come, families can come, and they can look at it right here in the lobby. And thanks to Buncombe County IT department and folks for helping us get all this stuff online and make it look a little more nice and fancy, people can find that information online at buncombecounty.org.
This is going to be displayed from February for a few months, but afterwards, where can people see this?
So since we are working with the library, and our goal is to try and get it out to the public and allow people to really see some of these documents for the first time in Buncombe County history, It will also be at Pack Memorial Library. Downstairs there is a North Carolina collection, and it's likely that that's where we're going to store it there, so people can also who happen to be going to the Pack Memorial Library can see it on display there in the library as well.
All right. Well, great. Thanks for joining us, Drew. This is a great idea, and I hope everyone comes out and takes a look at these slave deeds.
Great. Thank you, Max.
Thanks. Well, if you love being outside, but find that your outdoor activities are limited to just laying by the pool or maybe taking your dog for a walk, why not volunteer? Buncombe County has many great organizations dedicated to keeping our area clean. One such is RiverLink.
If you'd like to get started but don't know how, they hold volunteer information sessions the second Wednesday of each month at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. at the RiverLink offices. If you'd like to attend, RSVP by giving their volunteer coordinator a call at 828-252-8474 extension 11, or you can email volunteer@riverlink.org.
Well, now that it's summer, you're probably going to want to be driving a little bit less and biking a little bit more. Well, the Buncombe County Department of Health wants to make sure you know the rules of the road by letting you know about some upcoming bicycle safety classes.
Course topics include bike and equipment selection, route selection, handling skills and practice drills, safety maneuvers, and much more. The class and group ride will be held at the YWCA of Asheville at 185 South French Broad Avenue and will be led by certified instructors. For more information, contact buncombeBikeEd@gmail.com.
The Buncombe County Public Library System is making it easier for you to read your favorite magazines by offering them online for free.
Magazines include all of your favorites, from National Geographic to Rolling Stone, Popular Mechanics, and over 100 more. To read them, just visit the library's homepage at buncombecounty.org/library and click on the Vimeo link. Follow the steps to create your account and enjoy your reading. It's as simple as that.
As you can tell from the last story, the Buncombe County Public Library System isn't just a place to quietly sit and check out a book. They sponsor many entertaining events for all ages and interest groups, and here are a few coming up.
Beginning May 7th, every Tuesday at 3 p.m., Pack Memorial Library will host a free film series in the Lord Auditorium featuring the movies of Cary Grant. Tuesday, May 7th will be Bringing Up Baby. May 14th is Mr. Blandings Builds His Dream Home. May 21st is To Catch a Thief, and finally, May 28th is Walk, Don't Run. For more information, contact the library at 828-250-4700. On Tuesday, May 28th at 7 p.m., the Black Mountain Library will hold their evening book club featuring the book The Ice Princess by Camilla Lackberg. All interested readers are welcome to attend this or any of the county library's book clubs. The quarterly book sale at the Skyland South Buncombe Library will take place on Friday, May 31st from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturday, June 1st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Monday, June 3rd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So don't miss this opportunity to get great books at a cost that can't be beaten. All proceeds will benefit the Skyland Library. The Oakley Library will also be holding a book sale throughout the month of May in their lobby. There are still plenty of books for both adults and children in hardcover and paperback. And the best part, nothing is priced over $1.
Now, those are just a few of the upcoming events sponsored by the Buncombe County Public Library System. If you'd like to see the full list, check out our website at buncombecounty.org/library, or you can just call your local branch library and see what they've got going on that week. And now it's time to keep an eye out for this week's Mountain's Most Wanted.
Buncombe County Crime Stoppers is a very important program that allows you, the citizens of Buncombe County, to partner with law enforcement to help keep our community safer. Your anonymous calls are very important tools in helping us locate people who are wanted by the authorities. I also want to personally thank you for making Crime Stoppers the most watched program on Buncombe County TV. Here are a few subjects we're looking for right now.
Ronald Eugene Patton is wanted for failure to register as a sex offender. Patton is a 59-year-old black male with black hair and brown eyes. He is 5'10" and weighs 240 pounds. His last known address, 3 Crest Avenue, Asheville, North Carolina. Edward Lemuel Hoagland is wanted for common law robbery and misdemeanor larceny. Hoagland is a 43-year-old white male with blonde hair and hazel eyes. He is 5'6" and weighs 170 pounds. His last known address, 53 Old Wilson Road, Candler, North Carolina.
If you happen to know the location of any of the mountains most wanted, you could receive a cash reward. All you have to do is email Crime Stoppers at tips@buncombecounty.org or call 828-255-5050. With your help, we can continue to make Buncombe County a safer place to live, work, and play.
Well, now that it's summer, you're probably going to be spending a lot more time outside with your pet. And when your pet is outside, they have a greater risk of being exposed to the rabies virus. So make sure your pet's vaccines are up to date.
The Buncombe County Sheriff's Office and other local organizations are sponsoring a low-cost rabies vaccination clinic. It will take place on Saturday, May 25th at the Tractor Supply stores on Old Brevard Road from 9 a.m. to noon and on Monticello Road in Weaverville from 1 to 3 p.m. For more information, please call 828-553-5792.
Now stay with us because coming up you'll learn an easy and free way to save money on your prescription drugs and hear about some great resources to stay up to date with county-sponsored events.
I'm Sheriff Van Duncan of Buncombe County.
And I'm Chief William Anderson of the Asheville Police Department. You know the first 24 hours are critical when your pet goes missing.
If you haven't seen your pet in 24 hours, act now by notifying the Buncombe County Animal Shelter and all other surrounding shelters.
Search the area you last saw your pet and alert friends, neighbors, local businesses, and veterinarians.
By acting now, your pet will be home much sooner. Report your lost pet to 828-250-6430.
The Oakley South Asheville Library is a cozy library located in between Murphy Oakley Park and Oakley Elementary School on Fairview Road in Asheville. Built in 1972, the library not only has a large collection of books, DVDs, CDs, and books on CD to check out, it also features internet access, Wi-Fi, a vast large print collection, a strong audiobook selection, and an ongoing book sale. There is also a large meeting room downstairs that can be used for everything from summer reading programs, story times, and even community meetings. Also, like all the county libraries, if they don't have the book you're looking for, they can special order it from any of the county libraries to their branch location for your convenience. If your children love story times, they offer 3. A regular story time for children of all ages, a toddler time for children aged 18 months to 3 years, and a Mother Goose time for infants aged 4 months to 18 months. For the days and times of these weekly story times, please visit buncombecounty.org/library. The Oakley Library also features paintings from all your favorite childhood books all over the walls, a separate children's activity room, and a comfortable seating area to sit back with the latest magazine or newspaper. The Oakley Library is located at 749 Fairview Road. Its hours of operation are Tuesday and Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., Wednesdays and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information about the library, give them a call at 828-250-4754, or you can check out buncombecounty.org/library.
Welcome back. To help combat rising healthcare costs, Buncombe County is offering a valuable resource. The Coast to Coast Prescription Drug Discount Card has saved Buncombe County residents $4.4 million since its inception in March 2010. That's a 62% savings on all prescription drug costs.
The cards are available at most major and independent pharmacies, on the website coasttocoastrx.com/BuncombeNC, at local libraries, and all Buncombe County offices. If you need a card mailed to you, just give us a call at 828-250-4118. The best part, these cards can be used anywhere across the nation, not just here in Buncombe County.
Buncombe County has many great resources to keep you up to date with county-sponsored events and promotions, and we've made it easy for you to find them all. Just visit buncombecounty.org, and they're right there on our homepage.
You can see daily updates by liking our Facebook page, catch important county tweets on our Twitter, see all of our video uploads by subscribing to our YouTube page, our recent picture editions, which we update on Flickr. You can also check out our bulletin board on Pinterest. There are options to get your local weather, subscribe to our RSS feed, and even stay up to date with county crime mapping. And while you're at our website, make sure to check out all of our original programming by visiting buncombecounty.org/BCTV.
And speaking of BCTV, we're not your typical government channel that just shows our board meetings. We have a wide variety of original programming, from updates on county news, gardening shows, cooking shows, workout shows, and much more.
Programs like Buncombe Life, where we'll join Kathy Hughes as we learn why we're so fortunate to live here in Buncombe County. Come out and play for a detailed list of all of our county's parks, greenways, and recreation department events, coverage of recent county news and Buncombe News updates, our many healthy life exercise classes for every activity level and age. You can also join Margaret in the kitchen for some healthy WIC-approved recipes and cooking for your health, all of our Mountains Most Wanted. Every Saturday morning now we have Stories with Friends, and of course our Board of Commissioner regular meetings. If you'd like more information about any of our programs, or if you would just like to send us some feedback, send an email to bctv@buncombecounty.org.
If you haven't seen our county publication, Buncombe Life magazine, make sure to pick one up. It's your #1 resource guide for county information. Thank you for watching, and have a great week, Buncombe County.